Today I'm going to add sealer to my Fatbike here. Front tire went flat, the bead is broken, and it's totally dry in there. I should have added some earlier. But you get complacent when everything is working fine. We're going to put sealer in my Fatbike. It all dried up. Front tire went flat. I'm going to do this more the old school method where I'm just going to break the bead open. It's already open. And I'm just going to pour sealer into the bottom here. Oh, and it's bone dry in there. Hopefully that shows. I like to use orange seal. It lasts longer than stands, but any of the name brands do the job. And on a Fatbike you need quite a bit because you need 4 ounces for a 29er, so this is probably quite a bit more. I'm not even going to measure, I'm just going to put a nice puddle in there. With any luck, that shows up. Sometimes I can use a standard air pump to get it resealed, and sometimes I got to break out the air compressor. We will find out. And if I can seal it, I'll undo the quick release and shake the fluid around. For now, it acts as a holder for the front wheel, so I can pump it. Sometimes you just need brute force. Air compressor is that. You can still hear it seeping. So, we will swish the sealant around. Get it all the way around the bead. Oh, I can hear it. There we go. Oh, wiped down too soon. There we go. Pump it up to pressure. On a Fatbike tire like this, you're talking 10 psi. 15, I think, is the high. And this gauge doesn't start reading until it's at 20. Go. My greasy rag. Bam. Like to start the valve. And you can actually hear it swishing around in there. I'll go all the way around, swishing it up to the bead, moistening the bead all around. And if there's any punctures in the tire, it'll get that. You could just look up the Stan Sealant tire videos, and that's where I got this technique from. There we go. At that area. And I will do the same thing to the other side if there's enough water in my container. With this orange seal, it'll start bubbling. It'll turn the water orange, which is nice. And it looks like my bead is totally sealed. Check the air pressure. I'll be using it tomorrow, so I'll probably put it at 11. Right now we're at about 7. Close enough. Yeah, this is a low PSI gauge. It just goes up to 15, which is needed on a Fatbike because most of your basic pumps don't go down low enough. This time we're going to squirt it through the valve. I found my little wrenches. This way here I won't have to, I won't have to break the bead. It should go easier. I should just be able to use the floor pump because the bead won't be broken. That's the theory. We'll soon find out. Hopefully I don't drop that and lose it. Got to make sure this hose I have is soft enough to go over the valve, which I should be able to make that work. Doing this one-handed will I'll probably put 3 or 4 of these in. Get the air out of it. I don't know if you could read that. It says 30 milliliters. I don't know what that is. I just know that the front, it probably got triple this amount. One more. Put the valve core back in. I use a little Shimano spoke wrench, and I happen to have this old spline spoke wrench, but the flat spot happens to fit pretty well over the valve. Got lucky there. People use adjustable wrenches. And if you have a tiny enough standard wrench, which I assume is probably around a 4 or 5 millimeter, it would do the job. Let's see if the pump works. Oh yeah. Definitely the easier way once you find the tools. But I got to show you both ways of how to put sealer in. Sometimes breaking the bead open when you have the air compressor and everything's all set up. Sometimes it just goes really quick. Let's check the air pressure. I always go a pound up in the back, so I'll get this up to 11. If I'm riding in the snow, I drop this right down to 5 psi, 4 psi. But the majority of times I ride on regular dirt, standard cross-country trails, I'll run 9 in the back. 9 in the front, 10 in the back. But I'm going to go 11 and 10 this time. Because they do lose a little bit of air over time, and I want to have this all set for tomorrow. And I could always just let air out with my fingers in the woods if it's too bouncy. Overshot at that time. Ta-da! That is both methods of putting sealer in a tire. Alright, I got 1 bar left of battery. Downhill's always faster, but with no dirt trail, probably not that much faster. Fatbike or not, when you can't see the divots and bumps, you take it slow. Or at least I do. But I have a feeling the battery's going to cut out any minute, which is fine. I knew that coming into the day. Because somebody was a moron. He didn't charge.